Hello and welcome to part 2 of this Football Manager 2016 Wonderkid experiment involving Bernardo Silva and Rúben Neves, the Portuguese Wonderkids at the start of the game. In part 1 I holidayed through to the age, Rúben was 25, Bernardo Silva was 27, both of them doing very well. Bernardo Silva has won World Player of the Year twice though, so having an exceptional time in this mini-series so far. Please hit that like button if you're enjoying these Wonderkid experiments. There's lots to come, and I'd appreciate all your feedback and any possibilities for future videos as well. I've got plenty of players to do, but if there's anyone in particular you've discovered on FM16 that you'd like me to do, then I will do. I will be doing other saves as well. So far I've used the same save and analysed the players in the same save, but I will be doing some other ones just so we can mix it up a bit, because some of you will already know who's won the World Cup and World Player of the Year, for example, by looking at the list in previous videos. Anyway, here we are in 2024. Rúben Neves is now 27 years old, only 5 caps for Portugal. Perhaps in your save he's become a bit more of a better player than this and is a star player for Portugal. If so, let me know in the comments section below, because I'm sure some of you are probably a bit disappointed at his international record so far. So this is Portugal, currently 14th in the world. I'm just going to have a quick look to see how they did at the 2022 World Cup, which apparently they didn't qualify for. So they've missed out on qualifying for 2 World Cups in a row. Spain and France are the winners so far. But that is strange considering they've got Bernardo Silva, who's won World Player of the Year twice now. Possibly more since the last video. We'll have a look in a minute. But let's have a look at how Rúben's doing in his Porto career. As you can see, still very good average ratings, getting a few goals and assists each year. This year, very good average rating in the league, particularly 7.60 average rating. Have they managed to go on and win the league the last couple of years? They've won it once and runners up the other time. Sporting have been third every single time. You got to feel sorry for them. But let's go back. Maybe you won't feel sorry for them if you're from Portugal and don't like Sporting. Anyway, achievements wise, what have Porto done? They've been runners-up in the Champions League twice in recent years. Pretty unfortunate, losing both finals to Chelsea, you can see there. That is definitely unfortunate, but still very good to get through to 2 Champions League finals in a row. Other than that, obviously they've won Portuguese competitions, but European-wise, well, they've done well. You can only get one better than being runners-up, and that's being the winners of the Champions League. For some reason he's not winning any personal awards for Portugal or Porto. In fact, you'd have thought, I'm not sure if this is a problem, but I would have thought he'd have got into the Porto Team of the Year. It just might not be showing, to be honest. This is his biography for those that are interested. And then Bernardo Silva, let's move on to him then and see how he's got on in the last couple of years. He's still at Monaco. He's got 33 goals in 81 games for Portugal now at the age of 29. Still a very, very good player, as you can see there. Still worth £48 million. And in the last couple of years, very, very strong average ratings once again. 21 goals a couple of seasons ago and 17 goals this season. Achievements-wise, let's have a quick look. There's his biography for those interested. His competitions, what's he done then? So they've actually Portugal have been European International League runners-up. This is the new competition. For those of you that don't know, in recent years has come to the decision that there will be a European International League where you put all the different European nations into a league format. Now, I don't really know what's going on here, as I've explained in previous videos, with Wales and Gibraltar somehow being joint winners, and Albania and Montenegro this time. I don't know if alternate years something strange goes on. I really don't know. But anyway, I don't know if that's bugged or anything, but Portugal were runners-up apparently, according to this anyway, in 2023. But I don't think Monaco have won anything else European-wise. But let's have a look at Ligue 1. Nope, they've been runners-up every single year since 2017-18 season. Bit unfortunate for them. PSG are dominating, but it's not getting in the way of Bernardo Silva's personal awards. As you can see here, still winning Best Player in Europe in the Champions League Dream Team, winning the Player of the Year, and he's won Golden Ball again. Paul Pogba won it in 2023, but Bernardo Silva on winning it in 2024. What about World Player of the Year then? Let's have a quick look. He's won it again. Paul Pogba won it in 2022, but the third time Bernardo Silva has managed to win World Player of the Year. You can see Thomas Müller at the age of 34 getting on the list as well. So this is an exceptional player, one of the best players ever statistically in terms of World Player of the Year. He's won it 3 times. There's not many players that can say they've won World Player of the Year 3 times. So he really is a quality player on this game, and if you can sign him, I don't know how much it would take to sign him, but if you can sign him on your save, he's going to be a real star player. So I've holidayed another 3 years. We're in 2027, and Bernardo Silva's now 32 years old, so I guess coming towards the end of his career, but he still looks like an incredible player on here. Technically, mentally and physically a very strong player. 52 goals in 119 games for Portugal. I don't know if that's a record now. He's the top player in Portugal, as you can see there from that list. And they're first in the world rankings. They finished third in the 2026 World Cup. So maybe that's why they're so high. But unfortunate not to win it. Russia won it against Romania in the final of the 2026 World Cup in USA. Portugal, third place. And European Football Championship 2024, they didn't manage to get into the top 2, as you can see there. But they did they even get to it, actually? Let's have a quick look. 2024, they lost to Spain in the second round, so that's a bit unfortunate. But I wanted to have a quick look at the records. Cristiano Ronaldo, all-time top scorer of 83 goals. Doesn't look like Bernardo Silva's going to be able to beat that record, unfortunately. Most capped player is Ronaldo as well. Bernardo Silva, can he beat that record? It's going to be tight, I think. It probably depends if he decides to retire from international duty. So achievements-wise then, what has he managed recently? Competitions then, let's have a look. So 2026 World Cup, third place. Have Monaco managed to win the league yet? Come on, please. Nope, they still haven't. Runners up every single year. Pretty frustrating for him, I suppose. But perhaps he doesn't mind so much because he's winning all these personal awards. Best player in Europe, he has won 6 seasons in a row, which is incredible when you think about it. So well done to him there. And then he's been named in the World Cup Dream Team. And he's won World Golden Ball again. He's won it the last 2 years. Neymar won it in 2024. He finished third. But the last 2 years, he has finished top spot once again in World Golden Ball. World Player of the Year, he's only won it once out the last 3 years. Neymar's won it the other 2. At quite a reasonable age. He's 34 and he's won World Player of the Year. But Bernardo Silva at the age of 32, second, and Paul Pogba third. We haven't seen any regens yet on this list in the World Player of the Year, so I don't know when the first regen will be on that list. We might find out in this video. So still an exceptional player, winning World Player of the Year. How many times he's won it? 4 times, I think. Golden Ball 5 times, I think. Something like that. Anyway, Rúben Neves. Let's have a quick look at him and see how he's getting on in 2027 at the age of 30 now. He's got 2 goals in 21 games for Portugal, starting to play a bit more. He's still at Porto, earning £19 million. Not £19 million a year. He's earning £72,000 a week, and he's valued at £19 million now. At the age of 30, that's not too bad at all. You can see his average rating is still very strong, well over 7 every year, scoring a few goals and getting quite a few assists. He's had a very good career with Porto. He's finally been named in the Portugal seasonal best 11, you can see there. Competitions wise, third in the World Cup, runners up in the Champions League once again. However, they did win it in 2025. They have got through to many finals, as you can see here. So they were runners up twice in a row. Then they won it in 2025 against Valencia. Then in 2027 they were runners up to Roma. They've been doing really well, I must say, on this save. And the Portuguese Premier League, they've won it a couple more times recently. Sporting have finally managed to finish second, which is, I'm happy for them, if I'm honest. Let's go back then and see his biography. Just pause that if you want to have a look. So, when are these players going to retire? I suppose that's the next question. Let's find out. It's now 2030 and I can confirm both players still on the game. Rúben Neves, now 33 years old, only added a couple more caps to his total for Portugal. 23 caps, 2 goals, worth 4.1 million at the age of 33. he is a really good player. He still looks very good at the age of 33. I think he's been underused by Portugal and undervalued. A Premier League team could have come in for him and paid huge amounts of money for him. Then again, Porto have been doing magnificently well European-wise. Why would he want to move when he's winning Champions Leagues with Porto? In terms of club awards, Neves has done so much better than Bernardo Silva, hasn't he? He's won the league multiple times with Porto. He's won the Champions League 2 times and runners-up a couple times as well. 3 times, in fact. Whereas Bernardo Silva has been runners-up in the Champions League once, I think, and Euro Cup runners-up. But obviously, in terms of personal level, in terms of the future, who will be remembered, it's definitely going to be Bernardo Silva. But Rúben Neves, his average rating has actually gone up the last 3 years. And look at those assists. 19 assists in all competitions this year in 43 games. 7.51 average rating. Maybe he's being played differently. Now, he's actually being played as a defensive midfielder by club level. I think those are probably Champions League performances we can see there. Perhaps he's playing more withdrawn, playing like Pirlo, possibly. I don't know. But he's playing very, very well anyway, which is good to see. Competitions wise then, he has actually added another Champions League cup, or whatever you want to call it on here, to his trophy cabinet. Runners up as well another time. So that is 3 times, is that? Which is amazing. Monaco have won it, by the way. So Bernardo Silva has finally won a Champions League. So Porto have won it 3 times on this save. They were runners-up again in 2027. Benfica have won it again, by the way, and been runners-up again. But Monaco have won it. So we'll have a look at Bernardo Silva in a minute. Finally getting that Champions League place. World Club champions again. Porto, let's look at them in the league. They've won the last 2. Sporting have finally won the league. Benfica being runners-up quite a few times the last few years. So well done to Rúben Neves. He's had a really good club career. Bernardo Silva then. Still at Monaco, so that's good. He's reached 136 caps for Portugal. Has he retired yet though? I don't think he has. So can he beat Ronaldo's record? Maybe he's going to retire this year. We've often seen players retire at the age of 35 in this experiment. So 58 goals in 136 games for Portugal. Club level, still very, very good average rating, although not so good this year. Did he play in the Champions League final? Let's find out. Competitions wise, he did in 2030. That is good to see. They beat Benfica 2-0. And did he play coming off the bench or what? Let's see. He came off the bench in the 78th minute. At the age of 35, it's good to see him winning the Champions League. I'm very happy for him. He deserves that because of his amazing career. It's a bit like Messi not winning the World Cup, I guess. Winning so many World Player of the Years, but not winning the World Cup. Bernardo Silva hasn't won the World Cup either, but he has finally won the Champions League after being runners-up in 2029 as well. Portugal have won the European International League, which is good. Albania again up there, and Azerbaijan. I'm very confused by this. If anyone can let me know why this is happening, if it's a bug or if this is actually meant to be the case and Azerbaijan and Albania are winning the European International League. I'm very confused. Awards wise then, how's he been doing in the World Player of the Year award? You can see he's still featuring in World Golden Ball. So, last 3 years, Bernardo Silva won it in 2027. 2028 he was 3rd, and then he was not on the list in 2029. World Player of the Year. 2027 he won it. So he's won it. This is the big one, the main one. He's won it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. How many times did Messi win it? I think he's won it more. But still, unbelievable achievement for Bernardo Silva. And we've got a regen on the list now, which is great to see. And World Team of the Year then. He is featuring in the last one, in the 2031, on the right wing for Monaco. Wow, what an incredible career he's had. Okay, I suppose we're just going to holiday now until they retire. Find out when they retire. So this is interesting. Bernardo Silva has finally retired from his playing career, but he's become an assistant manager, doesn't currently have a club. But we'll have a quick look at his playing career. He did in fact move to Dijon in France for a free eventually, and had a very poor season, as you can see there, being surrounded by weaker players. They got relegated to League 2 or Ligue 2 or whatever you want to call it. So not a very good end of season or end of career move for him, unfortunately. But wow, what a player he was in his prime. Unbelievable player. All stripped of Portugal vice captaincy there. That sounds harsh. But yeah, he's won the Champions League. I suppose that's completed a dream. He's managed to win World Player of the Year 5 times and World Golden Ball 6 times, I think. But now he's an assistant manager. I do have a save that goes to 2045, so we'll have a quick look at the end of that to see what he's managed to do in his management career, I guess. It doesn't look too bad, although his key features for being an assistant manager are not very strong at all, so you might want to think about moving across. Anyway, is Rúben Neves still around? He is, and he's still playing, so we're going to have to holiday a bit more just to see how he's getting on. At the age of 35, still playing for Porto, he still looks a really, really good player. He hasn't really dropped off very much, if I'm honest. And they've been Champions League runners-up again. How many times is that? It is incredible what they are doing. Runners-up to Arsenal this time round. And Monaco runners-up in the most recent season. I'm getting confused here. Porto are runners-up to Chelsea in 2031. Monaco runners-up to Arsenal. So Monaco still doing very well without Bernardo Silva in their team. That's his biography. We'll holiday again just to see when Rúben Neves retires. He's still playing at the age of 36. Still looks very good. But at the age of 37, he has retired. He's now a head of youth development. Doesn't have a club currently. Another player who had a very good career. So both Rúben Neves and Bernardo Silva had differing careers, but very good careers. Rúben Neves winning the Champions League multiple times and getting to the Champions League final multiple times. So club level, exceptional player. Winning the league many times as well with Porto. However, on a personal level, didn't win any World Player of the Year awards. But let's have a look into the future a bit more. I'm going to go up to 2045 just to see how they've done in their coaching careers. So I've holidayed to 2045, but unfortunately Rúben Neves has properly retired because I can't find him. I'll just prove to you. Rúben Neves. And he's not there, so he must have not had a very successful coaching career. Let's look at Bernardo Silva then. I've spelt it wrong. That doesn't help. Bernardo Silva. Silva? No? Is he not? I even clicked save history after retirement. There he is. So yeah, he's retired as well, so he didn't have a very good coaching career either, unfortunately. But there we go, that's the way things go sometimes. Anyway, thank you for watching this experiment. I hope you enjoyed it. If so, please hit the like button, leave your thoughts in the comment section below, subscribe to the channel if you're new. That would be much appreciated. Until next time, enjoy Football Manager, guys.